Hey, what's up guys? Kai here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI using no Magicite. In our last episode, we found Terra and Zozo, but there wasn't a whole lot that we could do for her. However, Ramu, the Esper, believes that if we were to rescue his fellow Espers who are being held at the Magitech research facility, that one of them will surely be able to help her. And for this mission, he gave us our first pieces of Magicite, which I quickly disregarded because this is a no Magicite challenge of the game. But let's take a look at the rest of my setup, shall we? Edgar and Ga are pretty much the same as they were last time. You want green berets, mithril shields, and damage boosting accessories on those two guys. Everything Celeste has is irrelevant for reasons that will be made clear very shortly. And for Locke, again, green beret, and I gave him the sprint shoes and the Genji glove. The double full moons will be really good for him, and you can buy those here in Jador. And you want to have him in the back row. No reason to have him up front taking twice as much physical damage if he doesn't need to be. So how are we going to make it to the Empire since no boats travel there? Well, remember that wandering gambler we heard about last time? Evidently, he's the owner of the world's one and only airship, and it just so happens he's planning to make an appearance here. Oh, by the way, there's an enemy called Overgrunk that you can only fight in the forest, so if you care about your bestiary, then make sure you fight them at least once. And they're weak to fire. Oh, that reminds me, I forgot to mention last time that Sabin's Fire Claw that we picked up in the last episode, if you attack with that, it will cast the fire spell for additional damage at a rate of 1 in 4, or 25%. But I'll go over weapons that have added effects like that in more detail a little bit later on when we actually have more of them and when they become relevant. Well, if he grabs Maria, then you're going to lose your job anyways. Sometimes you just have to roll the hard 6, just like Adama says. Nice Power Ranger pose you got there, Celeste. Did you guys see that short fan-made Power Rangers film that was released about a week ago? Oh man, that was so awesome. Wait, what? That's quite the ballsy plan you got there, Locke. Where'd you pull that from? Ah, alright. It appears Locke has actually thought this plan through. Right.
Brilliant! Brilliant!
Celeste is freaking out. I guess no one told her about this idea beforehand. But without much resistance, it looks like she's going to go along with the idea, so alright. Oh, if only she knew how to sing. What the? Ultros? The hell are you doing here? And now guys, it is time for one of the most memorable scenes not only in this game, but in Final Fantasy series. If If you've never heard of the opera scene in Final Fantasy VI, then you've never played Final Fantasy. And I'll be quiet for most of this scene. It is just epic in every way. What do you mean that sounds terrible? Hey, back then this is what we had, and we loved it. This was very high-tech stuff. Yeah, I know the voice acting isn't on par with, say, Star Ocean and Tales of Phantasia, or hell, even fighting games had better voice acting, but whatever. It's still an amazing scene. Locke is blushing. Hey, yeah, Celeste is a babe. Look, Celeste, I've already told you, he wants that booty duty. I like how she just completely ignores that compliment. Yeah, if you come up here and read that book, it'll tell you how you're supposed to do this next part, which if you fail, and you can fail, it will kick you out of the opera house and you have to start over. But just do what I do and you'll be fine. This music kind of sounds like something from Final Fantasy VII. Now you pick the second option. follow him as closely as you can, even though he's a hacker and can move diagonally. But if you screw up like way too badly, then it's a fail. But you just want to do like the general direction that he does, and you'll be fine. Adopting the spirit of the East. Yeah, that is not what happens when a kingdom takes over. It's more like they are forcing their ways on yours. But anyways. Yeah, that's the best 16-bit dance animation you're gonna get, viewers. Deal with it. I just love this whole scene though. That music is beautiful. Uematsu, you did a phenomenal job on this part of the game. Hell, the entire soundtrack. Yeah, well done. Oh hey, it's Ultros' letters. Gonna jam up your opera? What's wrong, sir? The opera appears to be jammed. Raspberry. Only one octopus would dare to give me the raspberry. Anyways, yeah, we gotta tell this guy that something's up. Uh-oh. Danger music! For the Horde! Are they dancing or fighting? Hey, go Draco! Yeah! Oh, he's alive. You suck, Draco. Oh man, that is so over the top and dumb that it's funny. It's time to duel! Oh man, Triple Triad just came out in Final Fantasy XIV, and I have been playing the ever-living shit out of that. It is so addicting. You thought it was addictive in Final Fantasy VIII? Oh man, it is so much more fun now. Speaking of Final Fantasy XIV, there's an Ultros battle, and one of the attacks that he does is he drops 4-ton weights on your characters, which is an obvious reference to this scene here, where he's trying to drop that 4-ton weight on Celeste. And that fight is full of little homages and nods to this game, especially the boss music. It's the boss music from this game, only it's in glorious HD, and I really like that fight. But yeah, if you guys have ever wondered how long it takes an octopus to move 8,000 pounds off a banister, it's only 5 minutes. The more you know. And this is why you want to have the sprint shoes on one of these 3 characters, because we are timed. Man to the far right, got it. And if the timer reaches 0, it's game over. So yeah, don't let that happen. Now if you hit any of these 3 switches, some various things happen, but really they're just there to waste your time. So I'll come back later and show those off to you guys. If you're playing this on the Game Boy Advance or your cell phone and you have the auto dash button, then you probably want to give Locke the Atlas armlet to go with his Genji glove. Alright, looks like we got some rats to deal with. So the trick here is to attack the gold one with Locke. Well, this isn't going to work. Well, if you kill the black ones first, then the gold ones will just summon more. So I like to attack the gold ones with Locke once, and then follow that up with the flash attack with Edgar. And that should be enough to take them all out at once. And I usually never bring Gaul, so I really couldn't tell you what the best thing to do here is, but we'll go with Marshall. There we go. There's one more formation with these guys. There it is. This is the one I was hoping to get first, so I could demonstrate my strategy a lot better. And now, I think I'll just take care of the rest of these guys off-screen, and I'll meet you back here once I've completed that. Ooh, Edgar gained a level. Alright guys, we're back, and we made it to Ultros with plenty of time to spare. What the? I like how they both took a second to stop and look at each other, just like in the old Looney Tunes cartoons. I miss those cartoons. Those were the days. Cartoons nowadays just suck. Well, I'm sure Ultros wouldn't mind winning the girl. Just has to get his tentacles on all of them. Man, so many Final Fantasy XIV references. What do you mean? Really, Locke? I'm pretty sure that's a 16-bit facepalm that the Impresario's doing. They just couldn't animate that yet. That's not until the PlayStation. Octopus Royalty. What are you, a King Calamari? Well, might as well make the most of this because we have boss time with unique boss music. This is the only time in the game you get to hear this. Let's see, so what I want to do is use Aspic Rage with Gaw. Game over. Yeah, this is a joke of a boss fight. He only has like 2,500 HP, but as you can see, he is very weak to lightning. I don't know if Locke is laughing because I just one-shotted that boss or what, but there you go. Just go with Aspic. Wait, my performance or the opera? And you know what, guys? I'm going to leave the cliffhanger in the trusty hands of the Impresario here, and I'm going to call it quits. So when we come back next time, we'll see what fate lies in store for Celeste. But until then, as always, guys, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day. Take care.